What's going on with you Leos out here? How are you Leos doing? So for you Leos, you have the Knight of Raphael, the Four of Michael, and you Leos have the Ten of Ariel. So, I like my Archangel cards. And like I said, I will get brand new ones, right? I will get brand new ones. Um, I just like variety. You know what I mean? I like change. I like variety. Not just reading one type of card all the time or a lot, you know. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, all right, so for you Leos, the Knight of Raphael, the Four of Michael, and the Ten of Ariel, a lot of you Leos feel like, yes, you can finally rest your head, you know. This isn't really bad. This is really about you Leos feeling like things are actually going your way finally, right? Things are really going your way. Sorry about that, in a way that you want them to. And so because of that, a lot of you Leos feel like things are becoming a lot more relaxing to you because of the fact that you're able to actually enjoy your life and do what it is that you Leos want to do, which is great. And so, because of that, right, because you're able to actually relax, the Ten of Ariel, a lot more comfortability, right? Things were very uncomfortable for you, Leos. Uh, you know, I want to say, what month is it? April, February, and January. Very difficult time for you, right? Um, Even prior to that, right? Even prior to that, I knew it from these readings, but also having a lot of you Leos tell me, right, privately, like, yeah, like right now is kind of a difficult time for you, and I'm like, you know. So, but now you Leos actually feel really good, comfortable with your disposition, with where you are, because of how things have essentially turned around for you. And the Queen of Michael, like I said, and the wheel of fortune basically is and so now you basically get a chance to actually get back to working on your emotions, which that's the next thing that you got to do, right? Not saying that you Leos are terrible and damaged people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that now that things are a lot more comfortable, take control of certain things in your own particular way. Well, how do you do that? Well, you basically understand that you take control of it, right? Like I've talked about this before, right? Real quick. The way that life is, if you don't start taking control of yourself, then something will come along where life will try to use you and control you. That's how it is. So when I talk about, okay, the next thing for you Leos to do is to work on your emotional skills, right? And your emotional baggage, right? Internally that you've got. What I'm saying is so that the universe doesn't throw left curveballs at you. And then the next thing you know, all some goofy stuff starts popping up again. No, you are doing the controlling it. Yes, you're still diving into things that are uncomfortable, but the difference is you're not waiting on life to do it for you, where it's unpredictable and things got going on and whatever. You're going through those things yourself because you put yourself in this specific situation and you kind of want to be here. You feel me? As opposed to random things happening to you or whatnot. You're actually taking control of it because you're doing the internal work to make sure that you actually, you Leos, actually become more well rounded, better people. And so the Emperor, the Star card, and the Strength card right here is all about how it's celebratory cards. It's celebrations, right? These three cards, four major arcana back to back. Celebration, right? Celebration. And what this is here is The Emperor, the Star card, and the Strength card right here. Strength being you Leos. Emperor is Leo, and the Star card is Aquarius. Your opposite zodiac sign, but Aries carries out the duties and the responsibilities of Leo. You dig what I'm saying? It's all about you, basically. So what I'm trying to say here with that is, for you Aries, not Aries, excuse me, for you Leos, sorry about that. I was thinking Emperor, Aries, sorry. For you Leos, like I said, things are turning around phenomenally quite well. The Emperor, positioning, power, position. Wow, like positioning the power. You know, having the finances, the mindset, things just things are just in your advantage. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I can't put it fancier than that. Things are in your advantage. They're in your favor. You have all the advantage in the world. You have so much advantage right now. The Star card, the Strength card, right? The Star card and the Strength card, doing the things that you Leos love to do anyway. Maybe you started a dream job. Maybe you started your dream business and it's lucrative. It's actually working for you. And so because of this, a lot of you Leos like the positioning that you happen to be in. This is amazing. This is great. The Strength card. Cheers. Wow, 5 major arcana back to back. Okay. Wow. I ain't seen this from you Leos in a long time, or if ever. But right, the Strength card now. Now the next thing for you to make sure is the Strength card right here, and then you have the Empress, making sure that you don't get yourself in any kind of real stupid situations with people that want you to squander the opportunity and the positioning that you happen to be in. Because it's like things are working for you Leos right now, where if you want it, bam, it's there. All you need to do is essentially want it. Obviously, you'll have to work hard for it, but the point that I'm trying to make here is you'll get it, is what I'm saying. You'll get what the outcome of what you're looking for. And so, like what Biggie said, because I always quote Biggie, because this is, you gotta understand, I grew up with Biggie, as far as not personally, but like, I didn't know Biggie personally, but like from the aspect of, I was born in 91. So around this time, Biggie, Tupac and these people, Puff Daddy and these people were big. So Lauryn Hill, these people, you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang. Yeah, Wu-Tang was big. So a lot of the younger generation ain't gonna know what I just said. Busta Rhymes, they're gonna be looking at me like I'm sneezing. But the point is, the point is that I heard Biggie say this first. I literally heard him say it like that first, right? When he made one of his albums, and one of his albums, it was a song on it called "More Money, More." Maybe it was "More Money, More Problems," or maybe it was a line in it where it was talking about more money, more problems. No, I think it was with Mace. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is he's right. Like, you Leos are doing an amazing job, and a lot of you Leos probably, your finances is probably raising. You're decent people on top of that. And so it's the truth. More money, more problems. Like when you start making way more money than what you Leos used to make, you're gonna start to see people speak to you differently, treat you. I know, because I experienced it personally, or you have experienced it. Now, obviously, I ain't keep them around me because it's fake, but I've experienced it. People will treat you differently, talk to you differently, right? People will want to hang around you, right? Not to mention, tax time come around, you got to figure out a clever way to get all these tax write-offs and all of this stuff, right? Otherwise, the IRS finna take the cash, unfortunately, right? They finna take all the money that People. Imagine you being Biggie Smalls. Let's just say, for instance, you made $100 million off of one CD. You made $100 million. How would you got to think of a clever way to strategically spend $100 million or close to $100 million to where the IRS don't take it? So again, but then you start thinking to yourself, my dear Leos, what on earth cost $100 million? You understand what I'm saying? Once you start having that kind of money, it's like that's the other problem. So when Biggie was talking about more money, more problems, it really is the truth, because this is essentially what's going on with you Leos. Your life is turned around in such a way where, again, the Six of Gabriel, like, things are going well for you, and that in on itself, new levels, new devils. Your life is going great. Now that your life is going great, now the challenge now, right? The devil, the challenge now is about making it so that you actually keep this. You keep this lifestyle, you maintain it, you scale it, it gets better for you. Because when you get good and when things get real good for you, unfortunately, I don't understand why this is like this, but people tend to target you. I remember people will really tend to target you. You get all kind of goofy letters, you know what I mean, mailed to your home with all types of goofy stuff. I'm telling you, all types of goofy letters get mailed to your home and stuff like this, of people asking for money, and bill collectors talking about you owe such and such and such and such. Meanwhile, you ain't owe anybody anything. Goofy stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? I know personally. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you Leos just got to make sure that you are able to maintain this stuff now, right? Because from what I'm seeing here from you Leos, it was slow, 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 drip, 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 drip to you, and then it popped all at once, to where now you Leos have all of this brand new advantage that you may not be accustomed to having this much advantage. You have advantage, but you may not be accustomed to having that much advantage the way that you Leos do now. So now it's a situation where, like Biggie said, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I could post the link in the comment section. Please remind me of this stuff, right? If you want the video, but more money, more problems. So let's clarify the Six of Gabriel. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, and then you Leos, right, to clarify the Six of Wands, also have the King of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords right here for you represents how a lot of you Leos happen to be in a situation where, again, more money, more problems. It's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem. You know what I mean? You feel me? It's still a problem. So the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords, I'm going to go ahead and get more money, more problems too, because I'm finna get some more money doing this YouTube channel thing. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is that your life is going great. And again, Page of Swords, people that, want to be envious hearted, all of that, people that try to get you to crash out, to make mistakes, to do stupid things so that you could ruin your life. And so you Leos got to acclimate to your new life now, basically. And so the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles, you got to also date, not even just date differently, but you also have to associate yourself with people in general differently. Why do you think honest celebrities who ain't joined the Illuminati and none of that, but why do you think honest celebrities who really are millionaires, they value their privacy so much? It's because they go through so much with the public. They can't go, like, they live a totally different lifestyle where it's like they can't go anywhere without people swarming them. You know what I mean? Trying to get a picture, trying to get an autograph, trying to get them to listen to them, trying to get discovered and all of this. So I'm not saying that you Leos are like a celebrity, but you're kind of breaking into that lifestyle. Now, you're not a celebrity, but you're breaking into the riches, is what I'm trying to say. So now it's like, when people come around you, based upon the way that you dressed, if you're dressing auspiciously, if you're not auspiciously, excuse me, if you're dressing suspiciously. What do I mean when I say dressing suspiciously? If the stuff that you're wearing is fly, people gonna want to know what you got going on, right? Not to me. This is why it is that I was talking about. Just act like nothing has changed. Basically, they're gonna want to know. So the way that you associate yourself with other people, it has to be a screening process where it's like, you got to be more alert of if people are playing games with you. Is my point. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace.